Hi guys, I'm Megan Brightwood and welcome to my channel, or if you are a returning viewer, then hi, nice to see you again. I'm so glad that you're back. If you haven't already, certainly make sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you know whenever I post a new video. I do try to stick to a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday schedule, so you can kind of look for those, but we mostly do talk about knitting here, and today's video is no exception. The weather is starting to get really nice outside, so I thought that it'd be kind of fun to share with you my spring knitting pattern picks for girls. And if this video does well, I'm certainly open to doing one for boys, men, women, whatever you guys are interested in. Certainly just let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, let's hop into this. I've got quite a few patterns. Most of them I have the actual made up versions of. I do have two cardigans that I wanted to share that I don't have made up right now. I've made them in the past, but I will certainly insert pictures. So the first one that I wanted to share with you is this one. I actually made it for my son Charlie, but it is definitely a unisex little sweater. So this is the Teddy Bear Pullover by Petite Knit, and this is made out of a Cascade Heritage sock yarn in the colorway Silver Gray, I believe. And I believe that the pattern calls for a DK or sport weight. This is a fingering weight yarn, so it's much lighter, a little more breathable, and so it will work well for these kind of transitional months here, and I just think it's super cute. The little teddy bear embroidery was very straightforward. I'm not someone that is typically very good at that, but I thought it turned out really well, and yeah, my son loves it. My daughter has asked for this before, and I haven't done it yet, but I do also have another skein of this, so maybe they could be little twins. I don't know. I'm debating whether or not to make one out of this for her or to do like a white or an undyed yarn. I'm not really sure yet, but yeah, love that. And then I have a little skirt, and I think that this little pullover would look really, really cute paired with this skirt. This is the Mullet Skirt by Pernille Larsen, or Knitting for Olive, sorry. And this is made out of a Cascade Heritage sock yarn in the colorway Camel. And when I say mullet, I do mean the fish and not the hairstyle. It looks like it's got these little fish scales all over it. The one thing about this pattern that I would caution you about is that it does snag very, very easily. It does go back very easily as well, so you can kind of play with it a little bit and it doesn't look like it's been worn, but it does get tangled a little bit. I do really like this, and it has a nice little bit of spin to it, so if your little girl is interested in twirling, then this is definitely a good option. I have two more patterns that I wanted to share with you from Pernille Larsen, and this one you are probably expecting to be in this video, and it is the Blueberry Blouse. I have loved this one for my daughter since she could walk. I think I made this first when she was about a year old, and I've made it several times since then. It's just the perfect little bohemian blouse. It's so nice and flowy. It's got these really nice little baubles all over mixed with lace. It's just the perfect little outfit for her. So yeah, I love this. I'm hoping to make another one for her soon. She really, really wanted a pink sweater, and since this is kind of my go-to pattern for her, then she got what she asked for, and I do fully intend on making another. But I just have to decide, do I want to do it out of the camel, which is something that I tried earlier if you've been watching these videos, or should I try a different color? I don't know, we'll figure it out. I really wish that I had a different colorway for this sweater, but I used what I had available at the time, and this is the Leaf Tunic by Pernille Larsen, and it's made out of a yarn that I dyed myself. It was inspired by Sully from Monsters Inc., so it's got a ton of really fun blues and some pops of purple in there, but it's very difficult to see the actual pattern of this tunic. So like the Blueberry Blouse, it's very flowy, and it's also worked side to side. So you start, I think you start in the middle and then go out, and then it's the same thing on both sides. But it's all stockinette, so the sleeves are all stockinette, this top part is stockinette, and then it has a really pretty leaf border on the bottom. So hopefully you can see that well enough. I think that if you are going to go ahead and do this little tunic, you would probably want to stick with a solid color. I think like a mossy green would be really pretty, or an undyed yarn, a white, something like that. But bright blue hand-dyed yarn maybe isn't the best option. Then I also wanted to share a couple of cardigan patterns with you, one of which I have made up, and I'm pretty sure that it's in my daughter's room, but my son is sleeping in there, so I have zero intentions of going up to try and find it. It is the Anna's Summer Cardigan by Petite Knit, and the one that I'd made is just straight black. It was out of a Cascade Heritage sock yarn in the colorway True Black, I believe, and it turned out really, really nicely. I love it. It's definitely a good spring-summer option because it's got a ton of eyelets, so it's very breathable, and I just think it looks really nice as well. So yeah, there's that one. The last pattern that I wanted to share with you is one that I've made up a few times, but I don't have one at the ready right now, and it is the Dandelion Cardigan by Anna Dervaux. I've made this for Evelyn twice, I believe, and then I also had it packed in my hospital bag for when we went and had my son Charlie. And if you didn't know, we were surprised both times. So I had kind of a girl outfit and a boy outfit for both of the kids, and this was the one that I packed for my son Charlie. Obviously he did not wear that. He actually wore the Carl's cardigan by Petite Knit instead, but I was ready to go with this one, and at the time Evelyn had one that would have matched too, so loved that. And I fully intend on making this year as well, but I'm going to do a much lighter color since I did do the Anna's Summer Cardigan in black. Anyway, those are my spring knitting pattern picks for girls. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. It has definitely gotten my gears going where I have a lot of projects that I want to start working on. But yeah, if you have any other requests or anything, certainly let me know in the comment section down below. As for me, I think I'm gonna get going, but I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!